Try not to whine about it, but I'm a little bit whiny about being sleepy for some weird reason. Not the whiny part. I don't know why I'm sleepy. So I just want to tell you, I'm trying to be a good cook show host. Welcome. I'm your weird friend. I do say weird things. The captions are auto generated. I do not always say what the captions say that I say. So this particular bowl has brown sugar, granulated sugar, and softened butter. I think that's it. Yes. We're going to cream it together here. And I'm going to move this out the way. So I'm going to scooch it so you can see what's fixing to go on. So we're making a chocolate chip cookie recipe with a sourdough discard and like some coffee-ish flavors. So it's an experiment. I'll tell you if it's any good. So 2 minutes and 50 seconds. And we fitting to get this coffee brewing. I say coffee, Nespresso. So we have our little Nespresso pod. I can't remember how it goes, y'all. And I have a dent. So it's like this. So you want it to be flush. Pushed it in. We poked the holes. Push that in. You want to make sure it shuts flush. Pop, pop. And then this machine here reads it. I don't have a clean giraffe. Put it in my jar. Let's buy the jar real quick. I have millions of these because I like to do cheesecake goodness. So we're going to move this up. Close it down. And hit 2 ounces so I don't waste too much. Here we go. We're a brewing. I want to tell you about this, but I don't know how well you can hear. So, take a screenshot of my bad handwriting right here. Here's your ingredients. Right, a cup of all-purpose flour. I put grams on there because I like to weigh things for more accuracy. So, baking goods, like I know you can get a feel for it, but I like to make sure like cookies, cakes, we're pretty precise with that. Breads, you get a little more flexibility. So, in this bowl, we have a cup of all-purpose flour, half a teaspoon of baking soda, and some grinds of the salt. So I have our Pampered Chef salt and pepper grinder. I didn't measure it. I just put it in there. And then that's the sugar, and butter, softened, unsalted, because I salted this. This is our small batter bowl. I'm yelling at you because this girl is loud. So we have our espresso. So the other day I was telling you about this machine that you probably can't see and how you get crema on top when you do espresso. So Nespresso, usually that machine knows what to do. There's pressure involved in making the espresso and all the goodness. So that's part of it. We're going to use 8 tablespoons. I'm going to leave it sitting here. We're going to add an egg, a cup of sourdough discard to this when it gets done here in just a second. We're going to mix, and I'm going to add a splash of vanilla. Praise, that thing's loud when it's getting it that strong. Okay, I'm adding a splash. Like, you can add up to a teaspoon if you want to, but I don't want too much liquid because I am going to put that coffee in here. And then if you have like a favorite flavor that you put maybe in your lattes and you want that in your cookie, like I am going to do, we are going to have, I think I got a little hoochie coochie. We are going to have, I'm brain dead. I'll look at this now, I'm brain dead. We're going to have a little coffee, and then we're going to have a Java chip frappe mix. Or, like I usually put the sweet ground powder, chocolate and cocoa from Ghirardelli. You could also use it, and then there's a vanilla one. Whatever it is that you want to add, 2 tablespoons. I'll show you that in a minizzle. I'm going to add this discard, and I need to get a scraper out. Smarty Jones should have done that before I dumped, and I can't scooch. So hold up. I need all the hands. And I just got it on the mixer. There we go. Boom. Let's do one of my favorites. I wanted to move this out because it'll hit that cabinet. The juice slice doesn't want to dent. Okay, here we go. Let's get our discard in here. So that was about a cup. Give us some extra flavors. Okay, discard, move out the way. And then we're gonna mix this egg and our vanilla in. One large egg, so around 50 grams of the egg. I'm gonna put this in the sink. Okay, Tom, but you know what? I'm not putting this in the sink because I'll probably use it again. And then I want a tablespoon of this. Let's try to let it cool a little bit. We don't want to cook our egg. Oh, we don't want to use that. It looks like insulation. Always a good time around here. On the other side, over there, trying to find the slider doodad. I was afraid it was in there. Okay, so sometimes in my dishwasher, when I put it upside down in that very top, like, shelf, if you have the, like, utensil one, then it'll pull here. So this doesn't dry, but this dries, and I end up storing them separate. So, just to give you the method to the slight madness. Not quite a tablespoon, so we're going to do a smidgen more. Right, I forgot to put my frappe mix in there to cream. So, I'm going to put you back, move out the way. Set that there. So, what I do love, and I use this 2 tablespoon measurement for so much more than coffee. So, this is 2 tablespoons. And then you push it real good, and it levels it off. But what I like about it when I use it in the morning is I can turn this upside down in my milk, and it doesn't like splash it up because it's not a full 2 tablespoon like dumpage. Okay. So let's get this done. We'll just put that over there. We're going to do just a quick mix of this. I'm turning it down on the minutes. I'm thinking like 30 seconds-ish. We'll see how it goes. I lied, it's 45. We'll just see. So we'll start it. What I do love is it starts out slow so you don't have like a poof cloud. And let me get a cutting board. This is just a regular, normal size cutting board. We're going to put this here. So we need a cup of chocolate chips, and it calls for up to half a cup optional. I say it. If you like nuts, I would say you could add about half a cup of nuts to it. This is me testing recipes, like combos of things, knowing how things bake up. So I actually have not like found this recipe anywhere. That's why I said we are experimenting faux shizzle. Why does this not have a little doodad that opens it? Am I dumb? It's possible, y'all. I wasn't even watching that thing next. I'm really glad it has its like own setting. I swear there's one of these that like you can open that's not so messy. So looks like we're gonna Ziploc bag this. I'm gonna offset my cuppage with this because I need a little something in here besides chocolate. So we're gonna call this our extra add-in. We're gonna scrape, and we're probably gonna mix just a smidgen more. I don't want to move this back. Whoa, that was a bad deal. I forgot that I did that. And then we're gonna slowly add our dry ingredients here. We do not want to overmix your cookie dough. Now, I think this is great for Mother's Day if you've got some sourdough discard. If not, let me see if I can figure out a way to adapt the recipe to like a normal, not sourdough discard. We have a chocolate chip cookie mix. However, probably can't get it in time for, like, guaranteed for Mother's Day now, you could use it for Father's Day or any upcoming birthdays. Okay, so, ooh, this already smells coffee. Love the smell of coffee. So, we're going to do another little mixy mix, and then I'll add in some of, sure, just go. I'm going to add in some of our whatchamadoodles. My favorite knife I can't pronounce. So, Hershey Symphony Bar. So I like to put this in the middle of brownies. So good. So good. And I just thought chunks of this mixed in with the chocolate chips would be so delicious. And just be a little bit different. Not just a normal chocolate chip cookie. So that's all. So I just cut this up. I don't know what you can see because I can't see what you can see because we're not doing it backwards. We're going to go fast. There's a custom setting. You can do it however you want. Okay. She Celeste doesn't want to like slosh her out. So we're going to put her on mix. And I'm going to start putting this in. I wish I had grabbed the doodad. So pause. We're going to cancel. We're going to do mix. And then we're going to turn her down. Just want to be mindful to not overmix. So 1 minute and 30 seconds. We're going to mix this up. We'll measure and fold in our I'm brain dead, y'all. I'm sleepy. Chocolate chips. Good night. And I use regular ones. If you want to healthy it up, use Lily's. And you could probably swap out some of the sugar for honey, but be careful with like the wetness ratio. There's a fly. Okay, so make sure we got everything in. Smells heavenly in here. I always love the smell of coffee. So here we go. We got 1 minute and 30 seconds set. I'm going to spoon her in. Almost done with our dough, and then I'm just going to scoop it out on a baking sheet. Bake it for 350 for right around 10 to 12 minutes until it's to the doneness that you want. I do want to say if you use baking powder instead of baking soda, it will yield a different type of cookie-ish because it's more of a cake quality for the baking powder. And the baking soda is going to give you more of that chewy cookie texture. So hit the pause button. I'm sitting there, hit the pause button. I'm going to lift this up and make sure we don't miss our flour. I'm starting out with a smaller batch recipe so that I don't waste all the ingredients if these suck really bad. Because I have no idea. I mean, it's got all good ingredients, but... big old butt. Could be bad. Let me scrape it down. I'm going to pause again. I'm going to lift. I'm going to scrape. And it has like a scraper here on it, but there's a spot of flour. I just want to make sure we get mixed in good. And I feel like I might need to refrigerate this because it's hot as the dickens in here. You need something? You need salt, please? Okay. Look at that. He's cooking for us. Okay. I have a, is it cup? Half a cup, y'all. I forget. I think I'm doing a cup of chocolate chips. The last recipe, it was like double this. And I did the whole bag. So hot, I'm terrified this is going to be all melty. Okay, that's close enough. We can always put some more on top. It's like a beautiful, beautiful batter instead of a dough. So we're going to fold these in. And as much as I'm going to hate myself a little bit because of how hot it is in here, we're going to stick this in the fridge for a little while. So I'm probably not going to scoop it for you because that would be a mess. And our little bit of Symphony bar. I'm trying to decide if I want to put more in there. I also think a good or yummy variation on this is like a cookie. Sorry, I know that was loud. A cookie-esque s'mores. Like a s'mores cookie with some coffee in it. I think that would be delicious. We're going to do a quick mix of this, and then we're going to be done. I'm just hitting custom, so I can just watch it, kind of mix it in, and then we're going to be good to go. Legit 6 seconds. So I have one of those red silicone lids. Here, I'll show you. Silicone lid. I'm gonna lid this and put it in the, excuse me as I belch, I'm gonna put it in the fridge. I'm trying to decide if I want to put it in the freezer so that I can get back to you sooner with a review of what I might need to change, or if this is truly the winter chicken dinner, because I have been doing all the experimenting with some sourdough discardings, because you can do more than just bread. So we can put it in all the things. Hey, everybody, all the stuff. Okay, it's pretty. And it smells divine. The reason I was leery of too much coffee is because I did not want a batter. But here we are. So here's our dough batter. I'm just going to scrape it down. I'll fold it a little bit by hand here. And then we will get her done. And I just like to use our scoops, so I'll show you one real quick. Stuff on my pan. That's a big one. This is a little one. Let me grab the one out of the dishwasher. I think I used the medium yesterday. It's in here somewhere. Here's the medium. These are the best scoops, and I've had quite a few scoops and broken quite a few scoops. Knock on wood, I haven't broke these yet. This is our extra large. It's like 1/4 of a cup, I believe. I'm going to say this is probably a tablespoon or 2. So I'm going to do the cookies this size. And I'm going to get her done. But not getting her done yet because she needs to get cold. And the more you bake, if you're a new baker, the more you'll realize sometimes you need your stuff to be cold so you don't have like flat cookie. All the spoons today. So let me cover up. I'll let y'all go. Word for the live is going to be, how about cookie? Because these are going to be delicious. They have to be. They smell so good, y'all. They smell so good. Okay, so word for the live is cookie. Message me the word cookie. Your first link there will take you straight to Facebook Messenger. Just message me the word cookie. I'll take down your name and the word and what month it is you sent it in, and that will enter you into the giveaway, and that's it. It can be live, it can be on the replay, any which way. Just message me the word cookie, and that will enter you into this month's giveaway. If you would like me to text you recipes, just shoot me a text. Just text me SD for sourdough to 870-544-4054, and I will get you added to my list for like recipes and just kind of like a quick little snippet of what the specials are. I do that monthly. So you can message me. It's also the message. My phone number is also in the description here for the live stream. I'm gonna let y'all go because this already went longer than it should have, even though I pre-measured lots of things out. So glad I did. For your cooking show, that went too long. I love you guys. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I will catch y'all later.